So it's no secret that babies really thrive on routines. And Jessica Hartshorn from American Baby Magazine is here to guide us through some of the most common routines. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. It's good to have you here. So tell us why babies do so well on routines.
Well, a baby doesn't know what to expect from anything, right? They're born into a brand new world. The reason you start setting up routines is so they're not surprised when you lay them in the crib. They're not surprised when you sit them in the bath water. You introduce routines to give them an idea of how the day is ordered and what to expect. And that makes them happier and will ultimately make your life easier.
All right, so let's start with bedtime, because if anything...
That's like the holy grail,
right? If anything can get your baby to sleep through the night, I'd try it.
Yeah.
I'm sure all moms and dads would try it, because that's the hardest part.
And all bets are off when you have that little newborn, because they're in some crazy sleep-wake cycle that's just on a 24-hour continuum. But around 12 weeks, the 3-month mark, they start to consolidate their sleep at night. So that is your cue to set up a nighttime routine. And this is to cue them that nighttime is coming, okay? So we do, we switch into pajamas. I mean, granted, they're kind of in pajamas all day, but
get
something
ready,
that's officially pajamas and a nighttime diaper.
Different
and you close the curtains and you sing a song. You can read a book, even if they're tiny. You can read, some simple board book, just so they're hearing your voice. They get used to it. They're watching for these cues, and then you nurse or bottle feed one last time, sing a little song, turn off the light, turn on the night light. You do this every single night, then it's not going to be a surprise to them when they're laid in the crib, which doesn't mean they're not going to cry when you lay them in the crib. But they're getting used to the idea that now it is bedtime. Daytime fun has stopped and I'm supposed to sleep. And all through the night you have to keep up the lights stay off, and we don't have fun at night. Night is for sleep. And then in the morning is when you come in full of energy and the lights go on and the curtains come open, and now it's...
Nighttime feedings are really quiet and dark.
Right, nighttime feedings. Everything at night should be quiet and dark, and everything in the day should be more fun. And this is how you teach them the difference between day and night, and set up the expectation that you're going to sleep.
So what about bath time? And I know it's important to have a routine here, and sometimes it's even more for mom than it is for baby.
Right, because the bath with that slimy little person, not slimy, but they get a little wet and slippery.
They do get slimy sometimes. How do you keep it stress-free though?
If you just organize everything you're going to need beforehand, make sure you have everything with you, from the towel, whatever bath wash you're using, the washcloth, the change of outfit, the new diaper, everything out and ready before you get started. And then you just need a little bit of water in there. And again, you can have a special bath song or a bath toy that comes out, a mitt that's a puppet, something that warns your baby that now we're going in the water. Some kids love the water, some don't like it so much, but bath time can be short, can be long, whatever's good for you and your baby.
Soothing.
But yeah, and eventually you're probably going to move this routine up against the bedtime routine, so it becomes another cue that the day is over. With a young baby, it doesn't matter so much when you bathe them, but eventually you want to pick a time and sort of stick to it, because again, this is going to help them organize their day and know what to expect from the day.
How about meals?
Yeah.
I know getting into a routine with the baby is good, but also it's something you can keep for years to come.
Definitely. I definitely know families who try to get the baby to sleep and then have dinner with their spouse, which I understand. But long term, if you can just think long term here, it is better to get your baby early introduced to the idea of eating with the family. And that means just sitting their car seat or their bouncer seat up next to the table while you're eating, and then when they move to a high chair, eating with them, even if they're just playing with Cheerios while you're eating a real meal.
So that's a good way to incorporate baby, by putting some little finger foods there, maybe?
Something for them to do, toys on their high chair, talk to them while you're eating. Start a family meal habit. It's really a habit as well as a routine that you can keep going, because it's so important once they're in school age to have that time to sit down. That's when they're going to tell you what's happened during their day. Exactly. You really want to, and tons of studies show that children eat healthier when they're sitting down with the family, as opposed to like eating snacks on the couch. If they're sitting at the table with you and you are eating vegetables in front of them, that teaches them a lot.
You don't want them to.
It's social, it's nutrition, it's everything is what they're getting out of that family meal time. So start it as soon as you can.
And finally, nap time, because it's really important, but getting them to go down, not so easy all the time. What do you do?
Right, because you so depend on getting that morning nap time and that afternoon nap time.
So important.
You can sort of use your bedtime routine as, just modify it for nap time. I mean, you might still be closing the blinds. You're not putting them into pajamas, but maybe you're singing some of the same song. You're giving them a special lovey blanket or a pacifier, cues that now you're going to go down for a nap. again, they might be a little upset, but they'll get used to it and they'll come to expect it, and they'll depend on it as much as you. It makes you all happier when you have a sort of set routine that you all know.
Good for the baby, good for everybody.
Yes.
Jessica, thank you so much. And for more great advice about routines or anything about your baby, pick up a copy of American Baby Magazine. Thank you so much for watching Parents TV, and we'll see you again soon.